Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about a lot of things, to be honest. We're doing a little bit of a get ready with me product I've not tried yet or didn't try enough. So if you want to see how I created this look and ramble a little bit about my life and where I've been and what I've done in April and why it's a stressy month, then just keep on watching. Also, I feel like sometimes, little disclaimer, this one is talking, or I am talking about a little bit of mental health. I'm talking about like stress and anxiety and procrastination. So if that is a trigger for you, and books, a lot of books, if that is a trigger for you, then please go to any of the other videos I have. I have a ton of like try-ons, drugstore, as well as other things. Again, just go through my playlist, subscribe to this channel, watch all the other videos. And if you are not triggered by these themes and topics, then just keep on watching, because we are starting with just my brows done, and that is a common theme here. So let's have some fun and create this look. So let's start this get ready with me. I do have a bunch of products I just hadn't had the time to review or try out, if you will. And I also want to talk about a little bit of my month, like April. April is such a, it's a full month for me. So I will start with the Jelly Grip Hydro Primer by Essence. I bought this, I feel like after I reviewed the whole things from Essence, because before that time I could not find this, and this was like right at the registry from our drugstore, and I was like, listen, I will just bring that in. I do enjoy the like the red one, which was the dupe version of the Milk Hydro Grip. Again, this one is by Essence, so it's quite affordable. I feel like I'm using too much, but we will find out. Like, listen. April is, first of all, the month I'm like, we're born, so I will get like 37 this month. I don't know when you see this, but for me it's 1 week exactly. So yeah, it's like, it's a fully packed month, I feel like, at least for me. Like, I do have also, my husband and I got like our courtyard wedding in April, which we already passed. I would use the Zeesea concealer palette. I find this shade was working quite well underneath my eyes, so we will try that a little bit further. Yeah, we had our 8th anniversary, wedding anniversary in this month. We're still debating. And I know this is like a silly debate, but we're still like talking about when we want to celebrate our like wedding day. I am the one that's saying like, listen, the courtyard wedding and the like the official wedding is in April, so we should celebrate in April our 8th year anniversary. And he's still the one that says like, listen, but we do have like the church wedding in June, so we should like celebrate June. By the way, we again, like April is a full month for both of us, because his mother's birthday is 1 day after mine. And again, our wedding anniversary is here as well. Still not sure why this is like kind of scrunched. And also again, this month is like extraordinary full. By the way, we did indeed manage to like celebrate both the like the courtyard wedding as well as the church wedding in the month that we were born. So the official wedding date is in my birth month, and the church wedding is in his birth month. So it's not like it's easier. Just saying. So I'm the one that says, well, the official one is in April, so we should celebrate in April. And again, he's like the other way around. I will try this foundation by Essence. I did not try that when I like reviewed all the things, so let's try. I will use my trusty sponge, and we'll see if that is like, oh, it's interesting. Let's try. So, and that's not enough. Like this year, my friend is also getting married and I am the maid of honor, which I am honored, to be honest. And I feel like that is such a amazing thing. But we also want to do a bachelorette this month. And then she's also like having her courtyard wedding, like her official one in this month as well. And then the other, like there will be of course like celebrity celebration in another month as well. Oh, okay. So everything is like a lot, and then I've of course work is also quite a lot these days. I don't know why, and to be honest, my mental health is going like down the drain, like a lot, which love that for me. It's not a bad foundation though. Let's see if that is like lasting. The color is still not like quite, and I feel like this foundation should be like used with a brush. It's not the best with a sponge, but we're doing this. Like listen, we're doing this. I will go on top of this with a brush because I just like to blend it in like properly. But on the plus side, I am like reading again. If you ask yourself, like, is that like good, bad? For me, it is good. I have to say, I did not read for several years. I just couldn't have the, I hadn't have the time. I was like, I was telling myself I was busy, I was doing things, and I was like, I am not sure. And then I somehow stumbled upon like I wouldn't say TikTok. Listen, guys, I'm not. We'll find out if that is working at all. Yeah, I was like more interested, I would say, in TikTok, and then I found some tropes. I was like, ooh, that sounds interesting, and I was like, okay, maybe I should like. I'm just setting, by the way, the under eyes. I'm just maybe should try to read like the book I was like seeing on TikTok ad. I feel like that was someone like, that sounds kind of interesting, and I was like, oh well, why not? And so I like picked up, listen, I picked up the Kindle my husband has. I have his account on my phone, and I was like, okay, listen, let's try read a little bit and then see if you like it or not. And if I don't like it, I mean, I can always like cancel, if you will, or I can always like skip the book. But then I was sucked in. Oh well, no, I need to contour first. Contour first, I feel like it's easier for me in particular. We use the basic contour. If I skip a lot, if I'm like all over the place, that's exactly where I am mentally at the moment. I'm using the basic contour. Again, I'm starting normally with contour and then go on with like bronzing, because I feel like that's easier for me. If it's not for you, great for you. I'm just like, I was drawn in by that one story, and then I was like, I couldn't lay that book down, even though it was like my handy, like my mobile phone, but I couldn't like lay that down. I was like, listen, I'm invested. I need to like read more. And so I picked up, that was 4-part like book series, where I'm like, okay, that's kind of interesting. And then I like from there I picked up more. I'm telling you how it is. Like, I picked up more, and at the moment I'm reading the 5th book in April. I did not know when I started reading like books, but again, I like pick up the 5th one. By the way, this is the Joker Bronzer, and this is by Catrice. By the way, if I have these products already like in some videos, I will try to link that. If I forgot, remind me please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm just like picking up reading again as a hobby, which is amazing on one hand because I love to read, and I again was like years and years where I just didn't read, like I'm being honest. and I didn't have like a point of like being like, oh my god, this is so good or bad or whatever, you know what I mean? It was just that I was not interested in the topic. I had so much things to do. This is the Essence brush in Caramel Latte. I had so much things to do, and I was like, listen, I would love to read, but I also am really picky reader, to be honest. I am not like into the whole, I won't say like I'm not into the whole thing, but the point is I'm like cautious if I like see a book and I don't know what it is about, and I feel like there's so many books, you know, that I could have read in the meantime, but I'm also like quite conscious about all the thing, and I'm like, listen, if like the title artwork is not my thing, I won't read this. If like the description is just not the thing, I would read that. I will try this one. I'm so excited. I again did not swatch this. Just having it here. This is, by the way, the Mirror No More in Red and Wild. Yeah, I'm quite picky, I would say. It's mostly because if I don't like the artwork on the front, I know that's so silly, but I don't think it will work for me. Not sure how, but that's just the way it goes. Hopefully this is working at all. And if I sometimes, you know, the text where you should like read from it how the book is really deceiving. If you ever like read Hunting Adeline, or any of the like Where's Molly, that like the small description is giving you nothing, I'm telling you. So that like it did not get me anything, but I don't know, I like strolled into the like book talk thing on TikTok, and I'm happy, guys. I'm so happy that I did, because I don't know what it was, but beforehand I was like, I don't know which books to grab, to pick up, and all the things. By the way, this is beautiful. But now with book talk, or in general TikTok, or so short films, you definitely get the whole gist of it. Like, how is the book? About what is the book? Like, is it something or a trope or something you like? Is it fantasy, dark romance? Is this romantasy? You know, all the good things. Still not sure about ACOTAR. If you love ACOTAR, please tell me down in the comments. I watched like a video on YouTube that like sealed the thing of what exactly is ACOTAR about, like the first book. And I'm like sitting here, I'm like, did somebody read that? Really? Like, is it like, listen, I'm not sure if this is good or not. By the way, I think like that's technically the base. I mean, it's lovely. Let's try this one as well. I did not try this. I was like, listen, I do love this one by Essence, and this is the Keep It Perfect setting spray. I do love this. It's really nice. It's really great. Also perfectly for spritzing your brushes if you like, you know, use shimmers. So that is kind of great. And I was like, listen, let me pick that up. This was kind of new. So this is a matte finishing spray, which I'm not so sure about that. Could be nice, could be not. Again, this is like the same line, but this is the regular one and this one is a matte one. And normally I do enjoy like the sprayer of these. It's instant matte effect, and it's waterproof, free of oils and alcohol. Let's try it. Now we can go with there. I do like to do that first before I do like the regular like lips and eyes, just so you know, if you have mascara, this is not going anywhere. And like normally for the face it works quite well. Like, I don't see the instant matte effect. We'll see about that. Let me go to the lips. And yes, that is the normal, like I would say the normal amount of time I need for my face. Like, that's everything. Like, I did not like speed that up or anything. I did not do pauses in between. We'll like do a lip liner. This is LH Cosmetics and this is Sepia lip liner. Do you enjoy that one? It's like a great, like a brownie. For me, it's a brownie nude. I don't know if you can tell. Maybe for you, it's more of a like peachy color. Again, it's more peachy. I do like to just like blur that a little bit. I just feel like it's a little bit more natural this way around. Then we will use some lippies that I did not use so far. And listen, that has to do with my cold sores because I'm stressed. I'm getting cold sores everywhere, which is amazing for me. Let me use the Anastasia lip kit, and I feel like I will use like Peachy Nude, which is a yellowy nude if I'm not mistaken. Don't go for the red. I want to play with a little bit of color on the eyes, and that's why we are going with the more neutral shade, or the yellow nude shade, if you will. Like, look at this. Oh, isn't that pretty? Let me like compare this. By the way, yes, I do have this on my line. Let me compare this to the one by Pat McGrath. I feel like you can tell they are like a yellow toned lippy. This one by Anastasia seemed to be a little lighter, but this one again is also matte. This one is not. Interesting. I'm so excited. Listen, I abused this lipstick so bad. Still enjoying it, by the way. Yeah, let me try that. To be honest, again, cold sores, I do get them more than I would like. I mean, who likes to get a cold sore? On the other end, you know what I mean? And yeah, that is a stunning color. Also, you could of course use like a deeper lip liner. I just wanted to try this a little bit further, but you can definitely tell. You can see there are some dry patches. Of course, this is a matte formula. Dry patches are not going to go away with this. Like, it's almost the color of the sepia one, but a little bit less brown. It's really pretty. Yeah, I'm telling you. Ooh, that's pretty. It's quite a nice nude, to be honest. Again, I need to try these a little bit further, but again, cold sores. And then I always like have this tingling feeling. It's not the best for the lip, like the teeth colors, because it's a yellow nude again. But we will hunting that down and still do it. It's really pretty color. It's definitely like here I do have some dry patches, is again in my inner lip. But other than this, it's really pretty. We'll see how this is wearing. I will do some eye primer, scooch you a little bit closer, and then we'll do some eye look. Welcome to my face. I do want to play a little bit more with the Gloomy Gardens by Grwm Cosmetics, and I also have some pigments from them. If you saw my video, I will link it down below, where I test these, like this palette, not these. I told you that I got them for free because my shipping was delayed, and yeah, I'm super happy that they got to me, to be honest. So let's play a little bit with these. I will do probably a quite simple look, to be honest. As you can tell, I'm a little bit all over the place. Listen, my mental health is declining at the moment because I'm stressed. I am just like, listen, the reading is helping a lot. At least I feel like it. I'll use the grayish color. I will use the gray. Why not? Did not try that so far. Again, yeah, I've like really stressed at the moment, doing a lot of things, playing with a lot of things. Like, the only thing that I feel like helped me to stay a little bit more positive, and I'm a positive person. Like, I'm normally an optimist, mostly a realist, but I'm normally quite optimistic about things. I'm quite like forgiving if something is not working out. But if I'm stressed, I'm really stressed, you know what I mean? And if then like a few stresses come together, like, it's not helping out at all, of course. So it's like, you know, sitting here and be like, I can't, you know what I mean? So that's why if you did not saw a video, or if there was just 2 uploads instead of 3, I'm so sorry. Again, at the moment I'm trying to like do the things, get my F together, and like giving you the things you want to see, you want to like be about, like the content I want to create. But some days I'm so procrastination me that it's not like funny at all. By the way, this color is stunning. This is like a cool tone purple, I would say. It's not as gray as it looks in the pan. I will show you in a sec. That is, to be honest, quite surprising. I was not expecting that. Listen, this is this color. Interesting. Just saying, really interesting. Do enjoy that. Yeah, it's just like, it's a little much. So again, I'm trying to like bring content, but to be honest, the content I wanted to give you, I probably you see this the week after I film. So probably last week the content I wanted to film was quite a good one, to be honest. It was like a single shadow declutter, where I go through all my single shadows and like just swatch them and like show you how, if I wanted to keep them or not. And as you may tell, because the video is not up, or probably just up this week, I couldn't. I was procrastinating so hard, and I was like sitting here and was like, nope, that's not going to work. And that's not going to do something for me. So that's why it is probably up later this week, next week, somehow at some point. To be honest, sometimes these videos stress me out because I'm... Not that I don't know what to do. It's just sometimes that I'm sitting here and I'm like, I do want to... It's like, I would say a simple video even. Like, it's not... like sitting here talking about products that, you know, I've tried or whatever, but sometimes it's just like getting me, you know what I mean? Sometimes it's like so hard, and I feel like a lot of people maybe feel that as well, like sometimes a little procrastination, and I'm like a queen with that. I have to say that. It's not a good thing, by the way. Sometimes, not always. That's working out quite well. But yeah, so sorry if you're like disappointed, or you're like, listen, I was waiting for that video, or waiting like for your video, but it did not come. I'm so sorry about that. Again, I'm trying, really trying hard, and try to bring you the content you want to see, trying to bring you, again, things that are interesting, and all the good things. So please have that in mind. And I know that like the most of you are super understanding. I always see that underneath my videos, like the comments you're leaving, and I absolutely love you for that, that you're like so nice, not in any shape, way or form like malicious or something like this. Even the hating comments I have sometimes are really nice, like for me. Like, listen, I understand that these probably are like left because they wanted to hurt me or something like this, but most of the times they're really like, I can see critic in them. Like, listen, sometimes I can change, sometimes I like can go above that and be like, oh well, yes, that could be something, you know, that could be changed. Let's say it like this. Sometimes it's not, but mostly I don't get a lot of hate comments, which is kind of interesting. I would have thought I'd get more. Not that I want them, don't get me wrong, but I just thought that there would be more like hateful comments. I feel like especially in the beauty community, sometimes that's a little bit more common, if you will. Like, my right eye is not performing as I like it, but it's normal because that's my right eye. Just saying. Let me try one of these. Oh, which one do I want to use though? I feel like it's this one, isn't it? definitely feel this one. Maybe we do these ones as well. Let me open this. I feel like this is a pigment. Again, it's all Grwm Cosmetics. I feel like, let me close the palette. So these all have like a little sifter. And let me, good for my nails. I will like plop them. Oh, guys. Like, look at this. I feel like I do need a glitter glue underneath that. Let me prep my eyes. Well, my glitter glue is dried up. Well, that's amazing. Let's try a little bit of primer though. I do have the Urban Decay primer. Then let's try that at the base and see if that is sticking to that. And if it's not, I do have mixing media. Let's not forget that. But see if that is like picking up. I could spray that as well. Let me spray that. See if that's working at all. I normally would have used glitter glue. Again, that did not work in my favor. I did, to be honest, it's not like, listen, that is stunning. It's not like I have like used glitter glue a ton. I'm not the person. Normally it does not bring me like a ton of, oh my god, is that pretty? Like glitter glue is normally not giving me like a ton of benefits, to be honest. I have it everywhere, but like look at this. That is so damn pretty. In like real, it is even like, it's a beautiful like bluish purpley tone. I absolutely am in love with this. Let me do that on the other eye as well. Again, I'm using just a little bit of Urban Decay primer, like tapping that in a little bit with my finger. Again, trying to bring us a sticky base. And then again, we will spray that again with a little bit of setting spray as well, just so it sticks a little bit better. Because listen, the glitter glue is not glitter gluing. Again, I don't use glitter glue tons, so I know that a lot of people, or some, let's say it, like some people are using like glitter glue as a regular base for their eye makeup. I do have to say that it's working for me as well, but on the other hand, I don't need to. Like the Urban Decay primer potion, for example, is like working quite well for my oily lids. Don't need like a glitter glue to like do it better. It's not doing that better. Do have fallout though. Oh my god, I do have it on my nose as well. How the heck is that? How was that happening? I don't know. Listen. I just don't know. Let me clean that up and then we will go to the inner corner. So I did try to clean that up. Listen, it's more difficult than you think. Let me go with an inner corner highlight. And I feel like I could have gone with Shivers. This one, which has a blue shift as well, but I don't want to go too far in the inner corner with like a loose pigment. So I will use the highlighter from the Harlequin and Essence limited edition. Yes. This one is in Lucky You. This is a blue highlighter. I can't know if you can tell, but I surely can. And I will just, if you hold it in the right like direction, it's so pretty. I will just use it on a small brush. We'll do that in the inner corner. I feel like that is like, it's a different blue. It's a more light blue, but I feel like that is working well. By the way, these are amazing. We'll also like drag that a little bit down so that it is also on my lower lash line, because why not? Listen, we're here, why not? We do have a streak here, a streak there. I mean, that's working well for me. The color though of this pigment, oh my god, I could. This is like a purpley blue. It is so vibrant. I don't know if this is like catching in the camera, but it's like stunning, stunning. I could live with that forever. Oh my god, it is so damn pretty. I do have to think about Angie, to be honest, because she is loving blue. And I mean, like, listen, this pigment alone, I absolutely effing love it. And yes, yeah, what I was about to say is, again, I'm sorry if I like Didn't give the videos I wanted to, but I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. I feel like a lot of YouTubers, a lot of influencers have some, or influencers have like, I won't say that problem in particular, but like sometimes those like trying to rub that pigment. Oh, that's working better than I thought. Like, yeah, sometimes you just have those feelings, days, month. Again, it's like, I feel like for April, because we do have so many things that happens in April, at least for us. Again, our anniversary, my birthday, the birthday of my mother-in-law, again, and then together with that also like the bachelorette, the wedding, and then again the official wedding is also not that far away. So it's like there's a ton of things I just want to do. I want to like be present for, and yeah, that's just sometimes it's not quite working. I wanted to use like the green liner, but with this look I wasn't sure what I wanted to do. I will skip that. We go to lashes. I also need to try a little bit more the Infinite Power Lash by LH Cosmetics as well, and I'm just like doing that, and then we're almost finished, to be honest. Yeah, I'm just hoping that I feel like makeup for me is like a retrieve, like something I, you know, can go to and have some fun and like talk maybe about like my current state, like this video for example, or just like shut down and have some fun and don't have to think about like everything and everyone. And I know it's like time consuming as well, so it's also like some kind of a stress as well, but on the other hand it's like a positive stress for me. At least that's how I feel about makeup. If I wouldn't, and it would be just stress and like pain, if you will, that I can't like do my things, make that, be creative, you know what I mean? I feel like that would be some like the reason I would quit. But because it is like a positive energy, it's positive, I have so much fun to do this makeup, to play with like makeup, even though I have a ton, and but it's so much fun, you know what I mean? That's the mascara, by the way. Let me like glue on some lashes and I'll be right back. So I applied Empress Lashes, my faves, by Kiss, and I feel like they are great. What I wanted to say is like I'm trying to cope, and I'm trying to cope with makeup, which I am loving. And like, look at this. Oh, I could like stare in the mirror and be like, every time I look around. I don't feel like the lip color is like fitting to that, to be honest. Should I change it? Do we have like another, maybe the blush brown? A little bit more cool tone. Yeah. Should I change it? Let me change that. So, by the way, the foundation is looking quite good. Do have to say, it's not. Of course, I will need, or I try it a little bit more to see if like how it wears. You know what I mean? So far, it's really nice. Let's see how it will perform over the day. Of course, I will keep you posted. Yes, it's a little bit more cool tone pink, which a little bit better with the cool tone eye. Again, did not know if I could have also like picked the yellow, which like, look at this. This is stunning as well. So that could have been a nice try as well. No, I did not line my lips because that lip liner is brown. Warm tone peachy brown, just saying. I feel like this is better. Like a better undertone for the look. Not so much like, I do have to say it's not my preferred like color. This one, by the way, is blush brown. It's also matte. Like all of these are matte, by the way. But I also could have gone with red, but we're not going with red. And then Hushed Rose is, I feel like, is that? Oh, it's a cool tone pink. Could have gone with that as well. So what? Like these colors are really like this. This is the one I'm wearing at the moment, which is not quite true. This one, this bright pink, is the one I showed you for a second, and this one is the first one, which is not orange, but it's like looking like this. This one is quite impressively close. But yeah, I'm trying to cope again. Like, I feel like that is, again, and I absolutely love to read to cope as well, which again works quite well, to be honest. A little bit too well, to be honest, because I'm like 24/7 sitting on my phone and like reading like some stories, which they are good, I have to say that. And also, by the way, I also like did a little thing like these mini books. I don't know if you're on Book Talk, please leave me down your recommendation for great books. Doesn't matter the genre, just let it slip down. Like these book talkers have, like, because they want to see how many books they read and all the things, they actually like printed out little books and then they put them in a jar. I did the same thing. It was so nice. Love that. And I think like in March and I feel like end of February, I wrote I read 19 books. At the moment I am on book 25, so it like not even like a few months, which is amazing. That's the whole thing. Like, listen, better, it's not getting better. I love the look. It's so damn pretty. I do love this pigment. Like, look at this. I love it, love it. And again, I tried this another time. I feel like I do enjoy it. Again, it's not like it's not my favorite, but I do love both of the colors. This one is way more purple than it looks, which amazingly. I could have gone also this one, but I wanted to have like a deeper base. This one could be a little bit deeper, but in general, beautiful colors. Of course, I could have done any of these. Like this one would also be like a super damn pretty base. This is like a grayish purple shift. I love the shimmers, I have to say. What any other of these? This one could be so that this is the purple, like to goldy silver shade. Oh, so pretty as well. Love this. Again, this is our look. I hope you enjoyed this. Get ready with me. I know it's a lot of blips and blobs. I'm sorry about the mental health thingy, but all of the things, but I feel like I wanted to talk about the things and maybe like skipping a video from time to time. Don't want to do that all the time, just saying, but sometimes it helps me to cope. I hope it helps you to cope as well, and maybe find a way to get from your procrastination. Doesn't mean it has to be books, could be again makeup for me as well. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do want to see colorful, fun makeup styles and looks and drugstore news and things, then subscribe to this channel. It's absolutely free. I would love to have you in my small little YouTube family. And we are close to 1,000 followers, which I would so be happy about that. So if you aren't subscribed and you're like me, my personality, my rambling about random things, again, subscribe. It's free. And I would really appreciate it. And I wish you a beautiful day and a beautiful week. And I hope we see us in my next video. So bye guys.